Chukma, Hiombo, buenas noches y saludos a todos, hermanos y hermanas. Mi llamo es Geoffrey Blackwell. ¿Cómo se llama, Chief? Soy el jefe de the Office of Native Affairs and Policy at the Federal Communications Commission, and I am a New Mexican. I grew up not far from here. It is quite an honor to be back and to be with you. Thank you very much. I want to thank our hosts, Center for Media Justice, Media Literacy Project, which we passed tonight for this. And I want to tell you a little bit about, I can't tell you any more about the importance of the internet and broadband. You have heard the staggering statistics, if you can call that a statistic, about the incredibly low penetration rate of broadband on tribal lands. What I can encourage you to do, what I want you to do is become involved. Doors are open and rulemakings will be taking place and you must become involved. And in that vein, on August 12th, the FCC created the newest office, the Office of Native Affairs and Policy, to work with tribal governments and Native organizations to ensure that Native voices are heard throughout the Commission. So on behalf of the Office of Native Affairs and Policy, please become involved. I'd like to introduce our senior staff who is here tonight from the Office of Native Affairs and Policy. Irene Flannery, if you guys could please stand. Irene Flannery, Dan Ramelt, and Cynthia Bryan. We are staffing up. We are in the process of surfacing the issues across Indian country and at the Commission. We're in the process of becoming engaged in virtually the work of coordinating with virtually every borough and office at the FCC on Native issues. And I can see how there is a convergence of issues. So it is quite appropriate that in national forums and town halls such as this, that the Native perspective is shared as well. So I want to say a special thank you. I see tribal representatives throughout the room who for the last 10 years, often who are down here, who have come to us from the Valley of the Sun. And there are many Kanjus in the room as well, I understand, from South Dakota. I want to say a special thank you to them because it's their voices who advocated for the creation of this office for over 10 years. And now the Commission has made good on that. So we look forward to hearing what you have to say tonight. I can tell you our office always has an open door. We want to hear from you. I invite you to come visit with us. We're in Washington. We're on the 4th floor of the Commission, a very important number in Indian Country, 4. I will tell you, right now, there are, the Commission knows is learning a great deal. Has learned a great deal, knows a great deal about the importance of the ways in which broadband are deployed in Indian Country, that it is critical for our community, our core community institutions, our anchor institutions to be engaged, that our economies are different in kind from other unserved and isolated economies, and that often it is the tribal-centric approach that envisions the true sustainability and ultimate profitability. So our Office of Native Affairs and Policy, we look very much to promoting the perspective, to helping become a bullhorn and a convener of perspectives. We've spent, the office was created on August 12th, and about half of that time we have spent actually out in the field. This is our second visit to the Great Southwest to spend time with tribal leaders. We earlier today spent all day talking to tribal leaders and representatives. And it is a very interesting community. It is a small but very committed community of those who understand the nuances of how broadband is deployed and can become sustainable on tribal lands. And we look forward to working with them to make sure that that perspective is understood throughout the nation and throughout the Commission. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for tonight. Look forward to hearing what you have to say, and I hope that you'll be open to some of our questions from the Office of Native Affairs and Policy as well. Thank you very much.